She's like a little treasure box. So when she's coming into the room, she's always with lots of ideas, full of ideas, and she's smiley if she's in a good mood. And she's happy, curious. She's, oh my God, she's my little light, you know? Whenever it's happening, she's my little light in the tunnel. This is who is she. She's a happy, energetic child. There's no more words. She's my Ada. We got the panel of the doctors scheduled on the particular date. It was the first panel of the doctors. We were hoping we're gonna receive the answer, what's happening with our daughter. It was 26th of May, and the importance of the day is that it's a Mother's Day in Poland. I went there, I found out that Ida is misdiagnosed, or they're suspecting the diagnosis of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, but nothing else. They couldn't answer any of my questions, and after a few hours of interviewing about clinical symptoms of me, my family, my daughter, they just said, oh, we don't know how it's gonna be. This is what we are suspecting, you can go home. That particular day, I cried on the way home because I didn't know how to bite it. I didn't know, should I be scared? What is that? They couldn't answer if she's gonna walk, they couldn't answer if she's gonna talk, you know, it's just a simple concern of the mother. My daughter was 1 year old. And I got home, and first I cried. And on the 26th of May, it was the last day with that cry. It was the last day I felt like a mother. That day I became a researcher. That day I became everything else. I knew that I'm the only person who can try to help my daughter to find the answers and help her. Because I was in the point of the black hole. I didn't know where I am. I didn't know how we're supposed to proceed. I was just left on my own. Nothing confirmed, just a big question mark. So that 26th of May, I called my mom, I remember. And I said, you know what gift I received on my first proper Mother's Day? I have no idea where to go or what to do. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do now. I need to look for answers. It's like golden ticket. After 8 years of blind research, blind physiotherapy, first of all, it opens the door of physiotherapy, which is a crucial of development with every child with any problems. 8 years we were banging the door with a no answer because there was a no diagnosis. Nobody wanted to touch it because they didn't know where to bite it. That was on this medical level. We knew what test we need to do for our child, not guessing and banging different doors, maybe cardiologist, maybe neurologist, maybe this one, because we had already a list what we're supposed to do. But on my level, as my mom, as a mom, on that level, I found a forum of supporting families from F to C. That particular evening, I came back home, I wrote to the admin, she replied. I cried like a baby, and I cried with the mother's tears, I cried with the joy, relief, happiness. I had some place to belong to. I found a group of people that they've been through what I've been to. We could compare our experiences, we still can find advice, we can connect through the whole world, through internet, and in the middle of the night we can write, okay, I can't sleep. Does any of you parents has had the same problems with the same disease with your children? The support we receive after 8 years of being on our own, 8 years of being lonely, scared, 8 years of not knowing, 8 years of wondering what's gonna be tomorrow. At some stage I stopped thinking what's gonna be tomorrow because I was afraid to think. So that diagnosis gave me a hope, gave me a right to be a mom, gave me this marginal of worrying about the little things, feeling like forgetting for short time periods, forgetting that I need to think about disease because I already knew what we've got. So opening physiotherapy door, getting to the right specialists, finding a support group, and having a right to be a mom because I didn't have to do research any longer in that particular area.
You feel like, I remember feeling, you know, that feeling when your legs, you can't feel your legs anymore, and you just think back and you feel like, sorry, your world is collapsing. And then you have lots and lots of questions that you want them to answer, and at the same time you don't want to hear the answers.
In the months that follow, I mean, you know, when you get the news, it's just bad, and you're not thinking. Again, I was probably, you know, naively unaware that there were families going through the situation of not having a diagnosis. So that's a whole new level of difficulty. In that, ever since, it's been a huge advantage for us. It's made life so much easier to be able to put a name on it. Having the name of the syndrome and a very clear list of symptoms, of challenges, has been huge for us. And to have the diagnosis 2 weeks after birth, while we didn't appreciate it at the time, we certainly do now. And even within Wolf Herschel, lots of families don't have that advantage. They have to wait considerably longer. So now we are incredibly grateful to have that. It really does make the world of difference, and will do for the rest of Julia's life. There are enough bureaucratic battles and health battles that we have to fight without that as an additional thing. And it is not a small obstacle, it's completely consuming for the families that don't have the diagnosis.
Yeah, I guess when we got the diagnosis, yeah, our journey began, and it began with understanding Iggy more. It began with a lot of appointments, specialists. Our diaries are still full of caring for Iggy's needs, which are so complex, and it's a guessing game basically on what he needs. So that journey of completely accepting and letting go that your life will never be normal with him, and accepting that that's okay, and that we're going to be happy, and that he's clearly happy. And I think it began the process of accepting what that means.
He's the most outgoing person, friendliest person ever, and if that's a result of his condition, then that's an amazing part of it as well. Like, there's the downsides, but he has such a vibrant, bubbly personality and instantly makes friends with so many people that I think it's just the most amazing thing.